1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a very special photo shoot with a very special person. This is Jason Heffner, and this is the Saleen S7. So Jason has this car because he has done some enhancements on the vehicle. And why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about this car?
Okay, first off, this is a really special S7. This was one of only 2,000 horsepower intercooled models made. Our customer acquired this car, I want to say probably the second time he drove it or so. He had some trouble with the engines and ended up having holes in about 6 pistons. These cars were not incredibly well sorted out as they came from the manufacturer. Most of them were riddled with problems, and some of the development really needed to be finished on the twin-turbo cars. So what we've done with this car, the engines come out of the car, the pistons, connecting rods have been replaced, tolerances have been revised, we've gone through the cylinder heads, and where what we did really starts to shine is in the electronics department. Instead of the OEM Ford EEC5 engine management system, we converted the car to a Motec M150 engine control system. Has a lot of unique strategies that were all configured and calibrated in-house by us. This car now, it's drive-by-wire, it has traction control, launch control, it is flex fuel. The drivability has been improved significantly, reliability has been improved significantly, and this thing is just a real pleasure to drive now.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, I'm excited to take some cool photographs, and maybe we'll get to see this on the road at some point.
Absolutely.
Great. So guys, this is the part of the video where I go over some of the equipment used, the setup, and some of the techniques I used during this photo shoot. I want to start by saying what an honor it was to work with Jason Heffner, one of the biggest names in twin-turbo cars, especially Lamborghinis and Audi R8s. But he's done a lot of crazy projects over the years, and if you haven't heard of him, definitely check out his website. So when I was scheduling the photo shoot with Jason, I had mentioned to him a couple things that I would have liked done around the shop just to kind of clean things up, and you know, I wanted the photograph to have a very clean look to it. I didn't want it to look like the shop was empty and not being used. So I wanted to have a little bit of hints of different things that Heffner is known for, like turbos and Lamborghinis in some of the shots. So Jason made sure that the area was clean, but also had everything pretty aesthetically placed. Once I got there, we kind of rearranged some things and actually pulled out that tool chest and put the turbos on it and some other miscellaneous parts nicely arranged on top of that. So as far as equipment goes on this photo shoot, it was fairly light. I used my Canon 5D Mark IV paired with a Manfrotto carbon fiber tripod, and then I had the ProPhoto 1BX strobe to light the car with a hexagon softbox. And then I also had a light that I used, just a LED strip light for light painting the vehicle. And then finally the lenses I used, I had the 40mm pancake lens, f2.8, and then I had a 50 f1.2 and an 85 1.2 as well. I practiced a couple different techniques during this photo shoot. Pretty much in all of my artificial lighting shoots, I will be doing some compositing in post-production. So this means I will set the camera up on a tripod, take multiple photographs of the same scene with different lighting, and actually stack those images together in Photoshop to create a even lighting over the scene. This is a really good way to cover all of the lighting elements in a space without needing too much equipment. I initially used the strobe to create different light sources from around the room, so the lighting looks more realistic. It doesn't just look like the car is being lit by empty space. So we have the door in the back that's propped open with a little bit of light coming out, and then I also use some techniques bouncing light back onto like the wheels over in the corner and different objects just to make it feel more natural. And the last thing I did in this particular image was I used the light stick that I had to kind of go over the car, and the nice thing about light painting is you usually get fairly even lighting over the entire vehicle, which, if you missed anything with the strobe, it's nice to have a backup so you can fill in any spaces that might not have been lit very well. So that's pretty much it for this photo shoot. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Jason again for letting me shoot this car in the first place. This Saleen S7 is so cool, such a cool car. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and here are the photos.